Welcome back. You're watching TV47. Now, Equity Bank has emerged as one of the strongest and most reliable financial institutions in Kenya and the wider East African region. The bank has continued to expand its presence across East Africa and says it's committed to advancing its technology to better protect clients against fraud, alongside addressing other emerging trends and threats. Our senior reporter Elizabeth Mutuku spoke to the managing director of Equity Bank Rwanda on the institution's plans and its future outlook. I leave you tonight with that interview.
Very good evening, and thank you for finding a moment to be with us here on TV47. And today we find ourselves in Kigali, Rwanda, where we seek to speak to one great leader, and he leads one great institution, I don't want to call it company, and that is Equity Bank. And this is Rwanda, not CEO, but MD, Mr. Hannington Namara. And also any other leader you'd like us to give focus to, give us an opportunity to 22047. I'm Elizabeth Mutuku. Welcome to TV47. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be here.
You're most welcome.
And I appreciate. I was told when I get to Rwanda, I say muraho.
Muraho neza.
Namaro.
Namahoro chane.
All right.
Amakuru yawe. Nimeza.
What have you said? Now I know only two words.
How are you? I'm well.
Thank you so much. I'll start by asking, how is the environment for you since you joined Rwanda Equity, from the time you joined to where we are today? How do you find it? Is it a beautiful environment for business, which has allowed you to thrive?
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for coming to talk to us and for coming to Rwanda. And welcome to Kigali, which is the capital of Rwanda. As you may have seen, the streets are a little different from what you see in the region, but it is still pleasant, so welcome.
Beautiful, thank you.
We started off here 13 years ago, Greenfield project.
Yes.
We opened our first branch in 2011 and began operations properly in 2012. We had looked at Rwanda, and because of the governance the country has, because of predictability of policy, we came here and decided to open Greenfield. 13 years ago, to date, we are the second largest bank in this country. By asset size, profitability, we are second largest. Efficiency, the best bank in this market. And with over 36 branches, a network of agents of over 3,000, a network of merchants of over 4,000, serving the country as if we were born here 50 years ago.
What makes you stand out?
The business model. The business model that we run as Equity Group and as Equity Rwanda in this market differentiates us from all other institutions. They may be doing well too, but ours stands out because we run on a two-engine model, the commercial engine and the social engine. What we do in our pursuit for prosperity, we work with communities. That is why agency banking, for instance, has become such a successful thing, because it is in the community, it is providing solutions for the community, it is getting services closer to them, and the more services we add on the platform of agency banking, the more relevance we drive to the community.
When you speak of working with the community, do you have channels which reach to the commonest one?
Our products and services are designed and are mirrored to the community challenges or wants and desires. We do not just build products and services or technology for the sake of it. What we do in other markets, for instance, where you have corporates. In this case, for communities, for a corporate, you can design an internet banking platform, and that will be used by corporates, whether here in Rwanda or the region. But for communities, you have to go and work with the communities yourself. You have to go and understand what do these communities desire, what are their challenges, what are the opportunities, what economic activities are they involved in, and create products and services that they will consume that will help them move from the level they are at to the money economy. And what has made us succeed in 13 years is exactly that, mirroring ourselves to the needs of the community. And I say that because the business model that Equity Group runs for the banking subsidiaries, for the banking group, is across the markets. Markets are almost the same. What a farmer needs in Kenya is what a farmer needs in Uganda, is what a farmer may need in Tanzania. The levels may differ, but needs are almost the same. It's either in the form of capacitation, in the form of financial resources, in the form of market linkages, in the form of technology, in the form of innovation, in the form of knowing how to. So we go and work with these communities, and that's what has driven relevancy for us, which we believe if we didn't do that, we would not be the bank number 2.
You speak
we
of...
probably would be somewhere in the tail end of the banks.
You speak of being in position number 2, and then I'm seated wondering, what are you doing to ensure then you control the Rwanda, we being number 1, or even East Africa? Very
good question. I don't know what God will bring our way, but we'll continue to work hard and committed to continue to working hard. But early signs show me that if we can do what we've done in 13 years from zero, and it is always more difficult from the initial start when you're starting from zero. When you're of age, like we have become now, we have now learned, we are a bit more wiser, we now know how to. The community knows us also, and we know them too. I believe with all that we've gathered over the 13 years, we should be able to leverage that. And if an opportunity presents itself for becoming number 1 or even becoming a far distant number 1, I wouldn't shy away from it.
With an increasingly competitive environment in East Africa, how is Equity willing to work to expand itself and also accommodate everyone, and especially the young people? Are there tailor-made solutions and programs which favor the Gen Z? They are rising and they've risen. Here we are with them. What are you doing to ensure also they are part of this banking sector?
Thank you very much. I think it's every leader's challenge to recognize that the future belongs to the young people. If we ignore the young people, then we are not future-proofing ourselves. We are not building rails that will take organizations we lead today to the future. In recognition of that, Equity Bank here in Rwanda, we've made our own humble contribution, and I'll say humble in the context.
Let me hear how humble it is.
We're doing a lot of things with the youth. We have products and services and programs that we've designed to empower the youth. It be youth in all walks of life. It could be in agriculture, could be in education, could be in IT, could be in different walks of life. What matters, is what are they doing, and is it commercializable? Can it create jobs? Can it create real value? Can it empower this young person in a consistent way, in a sustainable way, that they are going, either if they're in employment, can they continue to be employed? If they are employers, can they continue to be employers? If they are innovators, can they continue to be innovators? And that's what we've gone down with. We used to say, let's explore your interest. And I'll give an example. This morning, I was talking to the Young Leaders Program Scholars of Equity. We have 72 in class today. Every year we do take on a number with the purpose of, imparting skills and knowledge to them that will help them become better leaders of the future. But we know that's a small contribution. I say that's humble. But for those in business, for those who is aspiring to join business, we do have programs with them, and we cooperate with different stakeholders, the Ministry of Youth, UNDP. You have heard of Timbuktu. We have 2 cohorts that we support. We are doing different things for different areas where youth are involved. In agriculture, for instance, for a long time, the youth have been shying away from agriculture, saying this is a sector that doesn't make money. But we've seen how the people go in there and make money. Everybody eats. We all eat, even those in the hospital. Eat. Can we commercialize food? Yes. Is food sold in the markets? Yes. Do the people who sell that food make money? Yes. But do the growers make money? Some do, some don't. Can they start to make money? What are the barriers? And I know the issue of access to finance has always been a problem. And I've gone to youth forum and I ask, so give me an idea. And I realize ideas are the problem. So we start to work with the youth from ideation. What are you good at? What can we do together? Then they begin to say, I know IT, I can code. Can we commercialize coding? Where is the market? Who can buy your product? And compare us, because you're in a competitive space, in the country, in the region, in the continent, world over, technology is evolving daily. Do you realize that what you're coding today may not be needed tomorrow? And when you begin to challenge them that way to think better, they come up with very good bankable projects.
The question of interest always has been a challenge to young people, and not only young people, but many people who want to interact and do business. Is it something you guys here in Rwanda and East Africa at large are considering maybe working with solutions for this?
So interest is like tax. Nobody wants to pay interest.
Yes.
As much as tax is very important for national development. If you ask most people, they probably say, I wish I didn't have to pay the tax. But they want to use the road, they want to visit a hospital. And they know, even when they know that this hospital, this road, the security that we enjoy, all of us, is as a result of the taxes we pay. But because innately human beings are like that. So interest, for the sake of it only, cannot be the only barrier. The issue is, why would it make sense to a bank to charge you 10, 15%, yet your margins are 9%, your profit margin is 9%? You can't afford that. But can we examine and say, these businesses that, or these companies or small institutions that are making profit margins of up to 50%, why don't you pay 10? Why does it hurt to pay 10 or 15? Because it's a win-win. So banks don't just determine or put interest rates for the sake of it being high. There's an economic reason behind it, and that economic reason is based on regulation, is based on the structure of the economy, availability of money, and the cost of money. We understand youth complaining about, the young people complain about high interest rates. Initially, for every business, even if it is for an old person like myself, to start, it will certainly have high costs, and that's why it becomes an issue of concern, that interest or financing cost is high, because I'm a young person beginning to create a business. Of all the categories of costs, the financing cost seems to come number 3 or 4. I understand that, but there are also programs that we get from different partners, interest buy-down programs, who can come and say, give this young man, this young woman financing, and I'll pay 4% of the interest you're going to charge them. That works. But I've also encouraged the youth to say, let's look at the possibility of growing our profit margins. If you're in a business that is earning you 30% profit margin, you will not die from paying 5 or 10 in interest cost. It will not hurt you. It's only when you go indulge in businesses whose interest margins are smaller or are susceptible to risk.
But also one would want to argue that also banks will not die if they give them grants as well. Yes, banks, for them to start businesses.
I agree. And we've done so, except that we don't do cash handouts. The programs we run for youth are funded. So the capacitation or enterprise development, the trainings, the guarantee funds we go and pay for to address the issue of collateral and cushioning us from credit losses, those are funded. They cost money. So we pay that money as opposed to giving it to them in their hands. Because if you give it to them as a grant, if it doesn't make money, it's gone. So we spend money addressing challenges that would have impeded the youth from getting access to finance. But we don't stop there. We also know that they need to operate in a marketplace. The goods or service that they are producing, who are they going to sell it to? We connect them to a network of markets. We are in East Africa, we're in Uganda, we're in Tanzania, we're in South Sudan, Kenya. We can connect you to our 25 million customers who can buy your service. So we have that power, but we've not used it for some time, for some reason, because it's difficult for somebody to imagine, can I go and talk to Equity to open their 25 million customers to me? And those who get it and we have connected them.
And you say you're willing to do that.
Yes, they make money cross border.
As we are speaking of young people, they consider banking sometimes a burden and not adding anything, any interest to their funds. And banks have come under sharp competition from the money markets, from applications, and even young people think of investing in technology. How are you expanding towards that direction to ensure also you onboard them and your rates are friendly?
No, but the issue of interest rates, I think we can continue to debate it. But let me go to technology. Banking has long ago ceased to become a place to go. It is a service you need to be with wherever you are. So the imagination of banking being a building or a branch, that has gone. And that's why you see most banks, including ours, making investments in technology to try and be a lifestyle service provider, not a place to go. We go and find people wearing ties like me, and they start asking you questions. No one has that time anymore. People are interacting online. So we've designed our systems, our products and services to be online. In fact, even today, I dispense loans online, digital loans. The more we do that, the more we become more relevant to the young people. Because the young people have no time to waste coming to a branch, to talk to a branch manager and filling out forms. Because they can do that in the comfort of their homes, late afternoon, in the evenings, whenever they wake up at midnight. They are able to do whatever they want to do. And that's where we are all going.
Yes.
In fact, even, I would say, even the elderly people, those who are my generation and above, should also retool themselves. Because very soon, the go-to place will stop being relevant. And second, it is very expensive to drive your car, to go move from home, to go find a banking hall. You can do it at home. COVID taught us many lessons, working from home.
Yes.
So people can work from anywhere they are in the world.
We speak of working from wherever we are and accessing our funds. But also this comes with a great challenge of the same technology, availing also opportunities for loss through hacking and other dangers which we've seen happening not only here in Rwanda, but also in Kenya. We've seen it. People tell you today, I banked this, I don't have my money, account has been hacked. How are you safeguarding this environment with AI in place?
That is the biggest challenge of this generation, of this century. The entrepreneurs that worked hard to create technology, good technology, they are also entrepreneurs that are working hard to build that technology. Now, it's a game. So what we've decided to do as Equity Group is to build walls of defense, strongest than anything. In fact, what we even try and do these days is sponsor the bad entrepreneurs to come and to see if they can hack through the walls that we've built. We have a program called Aspire that looks at all sorts of vulnerabilities and tests them to see whether our systems can be vulnerable to any attack. As I said,
and no one has ever succeeded?
Usually what they do is succeed through what we call phishing. They come and speak to our customers and steal their credentials. So they still happen to come to the systems and operate and transfer money, but in the name of an official customer who they have phished and taken their credentials. Rarely do they hack into our systems, and manage to take or do transactions. But that's what that keeps us awake, because we know even we are as weakest as the weakest link. We know that it can happen, and that's why we've built walls and walls and walls and walls, and we monitor.
In short, you're preparing for the worst.
Yes, yes, and we monitor. We don't sleep. Our bank support teams, our InfoSec teams monitor and keep seeing, is there any vulnerability, and they close it immediately. And that's not going to stop, because the technology world we're going into, unless we manage to get everybody to become Christian, they can behave.
I hope it happens.
All citizens of the world.
I hope it will happen.
Yes, yes.
Do you consider where you are sustainability? Do we have the mechanism, and where you see yourselves in the next 3, 4, 5 years?
Oh yeah, the future is bright for Equity Bank in Rwanda, but also for by extension in the East African region here. The opportunities are immense. The challenges we have to deal with to create wealth for ourselves, to create opportunities for our people, to create wealth for themselves, is a lot. There's a lot to do. The opportunities are immense. We just need to understand how to do it. 5 years is a short-term horizon. Give it 10 years. I think when I look at what I see in Rwanda, I see in Kenya, I see in Uganda, I see in the space of private sector development, it is enormous.
I want you to compare Rwanda and Kenya when it comes to banking, equity banking sector. Some of the similarities you can draw and some of the greatest challenges you've seen.
I want to think that markets are the same. The people are the same, needs are the same. What people care about most is, how do I put food on the table? How do I cushion myself from the future shocks? Can I create a bit of saving? Can I create a bit of now? That in itself creates similarities, but there are opportunities that are different. For instance, when I see the investment vehicles in Kenya, the trust that people have had to invest in stocks, to buy stocks, here in Rwanda, it hasn't picked up yet. But it will pick up, because as an alternative for investment, people who are investing and creating new companies are fewer. There are many who could be investing in pieces of land, houses, but that's not a sharper way of investing. The way to do is to invest in companies that make money. The technology is creating a big shift. What used to be done physically by hands now can be done by machines. True. AI is one of those. Can we continue to be competitive? I think the threats that are attacking Kenya and Rwanda are almost the same from a technology perspective. But what differs probably is the size of the economy. The size of the economy, Kenya being what it is, the population, the demographics, are different from what it is in Rwanda here. But when you look at similarities, when I look at an individual level, people are the same. It's all about
same challenges, same people.
It's all about creating value and wealth for the population.
Going forward, what is your greatest area of focus?
We are very active in what we call domestic sectors that create, I actually refer to them as growth poles. What are those sectors and activities that are likely to create more wealth than the others? Agriculture is one of those. Extractive is another. Making sure that we tap into our God-given potential. Agriculture has too many things, and you can start from production to post-harvest, to value addition, to market, to export. There's a lot that we can do. Industrialization for producing goods for import substitution. Today we cry about our currencies depreciating. Can we begin to create our own industries? Why do we have to buy earbuds from China? We can create those. Because the raw materials come from Africa here, and they are taken and they're brought back here in form of finished goods. So there is, as a bank, we feel we are the right conduit to drive that narrative. The conversation around what can be done is best driven by the banks, because people closely associated that with availability of money.
And I hope you're supporting that.
That's what we do day to day. My job is to preach the gospel, that one day we can all be employers.
And now you'll be preaching it in Kenya through our TV station.
Thank you.
What is the nature of partnership between this Equity Bank, university, that is Mount Kigali, Mount Kenya University, and Paramount Hotel at large?
Thank you so much. We've had a very good relationship with Mount Kigali and Paramount Hotel from inception. We started together, if I'm not mistaken, even the funds that first set up the two organizations must have come from Equity. Of course, adding to the shareholders' own funds. But for the university specifically, because of the value we attach to education. We know knowledge is power. Knowledge is money. It is commercializable. The contribution Mount Kigali is making to this country is not small. Producing the best brains, producing people who can be leaders of change agents, innovators, is not small contribution. Together, the relationship we have, if they do the knowledge, we do the financing, what can we not do together? We can go places. Hospitality is a key industry for this market, for Rwanda. Rwanda is driving what we call the MICE strategy, meetings, events, and conferences strategy. You must have seen the investments in the sports city. Recently, the international cycling championship happening here. We are told that there could be Formula 1 coming. We are told that there is a lot of other events coming, but we've also seen others in the past that have happened here. That wouldn't happen without the requisite infrastructure capacity in the form of hotels. So Paramount Hotel, I can guarantee you, is the right investment because it is piggybacking on the national strategy.
Tourism is one of the greatest,
Exactly.
one of the greatest space we have. Rwanda also is a great destination. How are you partnering with all other stakeholders in the industry to ensure that it is propelled towards the right direction?
Right. So as I said, services encompasses tourism because tourism destination, even meetings, it's a tourism activity based on meetings. We are also now exploring medical tourism, the expansion of King Faisal hospital here. I'm sure you will see the investments that are being made. There is high-end tourism. We are partnering with all the high-end tourism facilities in the gorillas and the national park. But also, when they come from the sightseeing, where do they go? Kigali itself is an attraction center for tourism in many ways. We want to believe that hotel infrastructure plays a key role in determining whether an international event can happen here or not. Or and tourists coming to Rwanda will first see what's available. So tourism and its ecosystem around it, tourists will need many things, from the airline to ground logistics to accommodation to food and beverage to many things. So around the activity of a tourist, developing that ecosystem that whoever comes to Rwanda then will go with an experience that says, wow, you can only go to Rwanda.
I hope I'll go back saying so. Thank you so much for finding time to speak to us today. I appreciate. Thank you so much for watching TV47. Of course, today we start here. We will be on other regions also to hear from other partners, especially in business, and to know how we are faring as a community. I'm Liz Mituku. Keep it TV47.